Hello everyone. I'm Conan, and today, I'm going to talk and discuss about uh, why humans are to blame for environmental degradation. Before I begin, please take a good look at these pictures I'm showing you right now. There's ones about forest fires, desecrated or barren land or wasteland, and trash pollution regarding in the water pollution, and many more. Can you tell me exactly what those are? Exactly. Those are perfect examples on how the environment, being our environments, are being defiled and degraded by our own hands. And thus comes environmental degradation to the rest of our planet, in which I will be explaining to you momentarily. Hello again, everyone. Now is the time for the introduction part, in which I'll explain regarding the environmental degradation and give specific statements about it. Alright. First and foremost, environmental degradation is a process through which the natural environment is compromised in some way, in which it reduces both the biological diversity and the general health of the habitat's environment. This process can be entirely natural in origin and can be accelerated by human-related activities. And if the environment becomes irreparably compromised, it could pretty much be the end of all human existence. It occurs whenever the Earth's natural resources are depleted or decreased, and thus the environment is then compromised in the form of species extinction, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, and rapid growth in the population. But also includes on the things on which they depend entirely on, such as rivers, streams, lakes, and soils. They can be divided entirely when technological advancements are put into the equation, such as splitting up the areas of land, or even slice through entire woods just to make entire roads or prairies. Thus, my statement for this is that humans impact the physical environment in many ways, such as overpopulation, pollution, burning fossil fuels, and deforestation. Changes like these that I've mentioned have triggered climate change, soil erosion, poor air quality, and undrinkable water. These negative impacts can also affect human behavior and can prompt mass migrations or battles over clean water. This next step here is I'm going to explain and elaborate three different reasons on why humans are responsible and to blame for environmental degradation. Right, so first up we have global warming. Now, human emissions and activities have caused around 100% of the warming observed since 1950, such as measuring CO2 or carbon dioxide, and the chemical analysis of carbon dioxide that shows fossil fuels being burned onto the Earth's atmosphere, just to name a few. Second, And we have water or pollution slash ocean acidification. Now, ocean waters absorb around 30% of the carbon dioxide released onto the Earth's atmosphere. This occurs when the carbon dioxide absorbed by the seawater undergoes a chemical reaction series of hydrogen ions, which makes the seawater very acidic to some people. And the third, we have biodiversity loss. Now, biodiversity can be declined in very short years, mainly due to human-related activities such as land use changes, pollution, and climate change, just to name a few. In short, biodiversity provides us clean water, fresh air, good quality soil, and crop pollination. That's all I have for the three different reasons on why the humans are to blame and responsible for environmental degradation, and up to the final one. And now, finally, for the third and final part of my discussion speech is, first and foremost, I shall restate my opinion. So, the environment provides all of us with basic needs for survival. Human beings these days play an integral role in the ecosystem and are guilty of harming the planet itself. Our activities affect not only the environment but also the organisms that exist with us. Environmental degradation needs to be considered as a very serious issue indeed. The ecological crisis may lead to destruction and inevitably nothing at all. The ecosystem thus needs to be protected before it's too late completely. There are indeed several consequences of economic degradation. Just to name a few, they are as follows: forest fires, biodiversity loss, climate change, respiratory illness, and natural disasters. And now I shall summarize the three different reasons from earlier on why humans are responsible for environmental degradation. So, the rising levels of CO2 or carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases have caused increase in global temperatures, extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and other negative changes. Pollution of air, land, and water through excessive deforestation, industrialization, and overfilling landfills, which emits its carbon dioxide and adds to greenhouse gas emissions, are all topmost cause of these environmental issues. So far, that's for the global warming part. Next up, we have the water pollution reason. So, the rapid urban development and the improper sewage disposal by industries, these oil spills, and disposal of chemical and radioactive waste and plastic pollution are some imperfect examples and causes of water pollution. These changes in the ocean water chemistry can affect the behavior of other living organisms around, and also this thus puts the entire ocean's food web at risk, which can be very life-threatening to the ecosystem and the organisms themselves. And last, we have biodiversity loss. So biodiversity loss helps maintain the balance of the ecosystem and provides biological resources which are crucial for our very existence. Habitat destruction, climate change, pollution, secondary extinction, and introduced species are just a few ways in which humans are wreaking havoc on the biodiversity of Earth. And now for my closing statement is that our planet is the most important thing in all of our lives, regardless of who or what we are. Keeping our entire planet and home clean for very future generations is one of the most important things and our our number one priority, which we can do with our very limited time here, so that our children's children can enjoy what we have to offer. Our natural resources that the planet gives us are also limited, but many people seem to forget and take granted for it. Our wildlife and flora rely entirely on their natural environment as well, and if we keep tearing it down to serve our needs only, then we'll pretty much have nothing left. Recycling is also the perfect way to slow down environmental degradation, and it is something that everyone should partake in. The trees give us clean and fresh air for us to breathe in freely, and they literally filter out the bad and pump out the good, which is why we'd never survive without them. Keeping our entire forest alive aren't only important to our ecosystem, but to the wildlife system of the world as well, because it's their home. So, before I end it all, I'll ask you once again, who doesn't want to keep their home environment safe, healthy, clean, and strong for future generations? That question is up to you to answer. Once again, I'm Conan. See you all later.